It's funny. There was a tweet out today, right? That some idiotic chump, and he's all like, he said that I myself want it to be a white man. And he picked all of this up because I used Stan Lee's own words, or showed Stan Lee, more so just said, hey, here's the clip, and we listened to it. And that in itself, me debunking a myth, not even joking. You ain't got to take my word for nothing. I'm going to show you. I'm not even joking. Like, that legit happened. For those of you that don't follow me on the site that is formerly known as Twitter. This guy right here, another black man account that basically wishes he was white. Now, he got all this from me just showing the facts that Stan Lee did not create the X-Men to be sort of representative of like black injustice and shit. He got all that. And I'd argue that, and look, you see, like, look at this. Every time, it's so predictable. Bio, fist in the air, all that other bullshit. When really, these are the same types whose entire persona, all their activism efforts are centered around begging to be accepted by white people. You ain't never saw me do that shit. That shit's gay. That's not anything that I'm into. Begging to be accepted by anybody for that matter is not my thing. But having a position of self sort of accountability and responsibility will get you called a lesser than black person from these pro-blacks, fists in the air, whose entire activism efforts are centered around either welfare statism or cheap where it's essentially begging to be accepted and embraced by white people, or begging to get access to white people's resources. That shit's gay. I'm just being completely honest with you. That shit's gay. It's like, and I hate to bring up old shit, but it's the honest to God's truth. It's like, because I took that picture with Kyle Rittenhouse. You had that one black creative who got mad basically because, man, what is it with these jealous weirdos, man, with, okay, they see a guy be more successful than them and that just starts to make them mad. Such a weird way to deal with that. But nonetheless, one of those guys who used to be able to call himself the #1 black publisher, now because he can't anymore, he got mad at me. Right. And now I'm something about codes and all this other dumb shit that he was talking about me. And my efforts, like, I didn't make a fucking, I don't know, multiple millions of dollars creating my own shit. And I didn't have to get in front of Mark Cuban and ask him to fucking bankroll me at all, like you did. You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's be the main guy going around calling someone. It's the same thing. It's like, I mean, we joke about the whole light skin thing, but it's the same thing. It's the overcompensation bit, which doesn't make any sense. It's like, why these fucking quite literally half white cats are always screaming at other people about who's a coon and house nigga and all sorts of other shit. And I'm like, bro, you don't gotta overcompensate like that to be so fucking militant. When again, your ideology is centered around begging to be accepted by white people, like quite literally begging to be embraced, begging to access to their fucking resources, begging for them to acknowledge you, like their entire act. Nobody that goes around having activism efforts centered around welfare statism, even state forced integration efforts, or begging to be acknowledged by white people can logically go around calling other people lesser than black people. That is illogical. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But this goes back to the ideology aspect of it all, with who these people paraded around as their little heroes. You can say you ain't never heard me go around fucking begging to be accepted by white people. That shit's just fucking weird. I don't need to do that. Or begging to access for their resources. That's not my thing. But you find me any prominent black activists, that's almost fucking their entire shtick. Government give money, welfare, government give money, build programs, do X, Y, and Z. White people that are in control of studios and yada yada need to do more to acknowledge black people. It's the same gay shit. It's white man, white woman, please acknowledge and embrace me. That shit's gay. I'm just not into that fucking thing. I'd rather create my fucking own shit. And it's crazy how black man, married to a black woman, by the way, creates his own shit. First character actually happens to ironically be fucking black. We just don't fucking blackity black. We just don't do any of that shit where because it's completely unimportant to the character. Yet I did all that and created that, made lots of money, launched really an entire universe and an entire company based on that. And somehow that means I'm a lesser than black person. These people are overcompensating and they're fucking gay. Gay and retarded. Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to Rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios. Next up, possibly our most anticipated book thus far, Yaira.